to getting Spectacle here, along with my team, with Franklin. It was the effort that you put in, the vision that you had, and I can't thank you enough for the work that you've done to bring this theater back to fruition. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Ed. Ever since I heard that the park was seeking new ownership, I have been a relentless advocate for the future success of this theater. There's a century of history within these walls, and the city of Cranston wants to see another 100 years of history added to its legacy. This partnership with Spectacle Live ensures that it will remain a beacon of culture and creativity for generations to come. We are thrilled to see the theater embark on this new chapter, which promises to enhance our city's cultural fabric and provide a vibrant space for both local and touring artists. The community has already shown enthusiastic support for these upcoming changes, with local businesses and residents eagerly anticipating the diverse array of performances and events that will soon grace the Park Theater stage. It's certainly worth noting that along with the Park Theater's success comes continued success for our local economy and the businesses along Rolfe Street. Increased foot traffic and tourism will likely lead to more businesses for local shops, restaurants, hotels, and further boosting our local Cranston economy. As the theater prepares to reopen under its new management, there is a palpable sense of excitement and optimism in the air. With decades of experience, Spectacle Live's team is committed to transforming our community theater into a cultural haven for artists and audiences alike, and it will continue the revitalization of the surrounding Rolfe Square area. The Park Theater is not just a venue. It's a symbol of hope, resilience, and the transformative power of the arts. By continuing to support this historic Park Theater, we are investing in the future of our great city. Together, we will ensure that the cherished institution continues to inspire, entertain, and enrich our community for the next 100 years. God bless, and as always, one Cranston, one heartbeat.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And with that, I'd also like to thank Mr. Mayor and his staff, as well as the owners, Ed Brady and Jeff Quinlan, for their continued support here at the Park Theater and their attendance today. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to do what it is that we do. So, who are we and what do we do, right? That's what you're all wondering. Spectacle Live was founded in 2013 and has quickly become New England's largest growing independent concert promoter, operating in 11 different cities and buildings across New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. So how does that help Cranston, right? Well, it's a big thing for Cranston, because what it allows us to do is put this market in place with places like Lowell, Plymouth, Cape Cod, New Hampshire, who are doing a lot of great shows and allow us to be able to work with agents and tours to put together some nice routes that would put Cranston the access to shows that it normally wouldn't have. And so we think that we can bring that strength here from a programming perspective, as well as working with many of the great existing arts organizations here in the community of Cranston to make this a place where both national touring acts and the community theater and arts programs can have success alike. That's an important thing for us because these are historic venues that we operate in, all of them. They are not, for the most part, new shiny toys. They're old buildings that have been around for 100 years. They are the lifebloods of their communities. They are community assets. So our ability to program them, bring them back to life, create new sustainable business models for them to see the future of another 100 years of programming is important. And it's why we think that we can have a great deal of success here at the park. by using things that we've learned in other markets and other buildings to bring that success here. The last part, I think Mayor Hopkins talked a lot about and has continued to talk a lot about, which is economic development, right? Not just for the theater, but for the community as a whole. These buildings are the front door to most communities. They're the front door to the neighborhoods that they work in. So having a vibrant, bright, sustainable theater is what allows the local communities and the local restaurants and bars to be able to hire staff and continue to grow and continue to develop. And hopefully on one night we get to see a ton of people walking up and down the streets here in Rolfe Square, enjoying a nice meal out, enjoying a nice drink before and after a show, and just bringing that sense of liveliness and activity to the community that has been missing. So that is what our goal is as an operator, is to create a sustainable operation, drive economic development, and pair together national touring acts with community arts to create a great success here in the building. How do we accomplish that? Through a great staff. And that is what I'm most excited about today, is to introduce you to some of the folks who will be leading this operation. This building gave us an opportunity to bring Sarah Shevlin into our team. Sarah is a Rhode Island native, living just a few minutes up the road. She also recently completed her MBA in event management and has had a long history in this industry as an event operator and a venue operator over at Xfinity Center in Mansfield. I'm very confident that her skills, her confidence, and her ability to work within the community and the building is going to put this staff in this building in its best position to have a lot of long-term success. So with that, I'd like to introduce to you the new venue manager of the Park Theater, Sarah Shevlin.
Good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me okay? Great, awesome. Thank you for the introduction, Brandon. And just to briefly echo what Brandon said, I want to thank Mayor Hopkins, councilmen and women, Ed Brady, and all those in attendance for your support today. My name is Sarah Shevlin. I am the new venue manager of the Park Theater. It's funny, I feel like everyone I've met over the past month since I've started has a similar reaction when I say Park Theater. They say, oh, I've grown up going to shows there. Or I remember when I would see a movie there for 25 cents. So it's very evident that this building holds a special place in the community's hearts. I am excited to have recently joined the Spectacle Live team, and I'm looking forward to working on bringing live entertainment back to this historic venue, to the local community. With the reopening of the theater, my goal is to create a sustainable operation that will have a positive impact on the residents, businesses, and overall Cranston community by attracting more visitors from outside into Cranston, creating new employment opportunities within the community, and of course, introducing some fantastic live entertainment so we can continue to create those memories that will last a lifetime. Since agreeing to operate the park, our team at Spectacle Live has been working hard behind the scenes to plan for the upcoming reopening of the theater. Spanning across all departments, our team is hard at work booking national touring acts for upcoming events, streamlining our venue's branding, investing in marketing efforts, and identifying facility, production, and operational improvements that we can make. We are also currently working with local vendors, building owners, and local authorities to ensure a safe operation and enhance the patron experience and artist experience. In addition, we have begun building our team here at the park, which is very exciting. I'd like to introduce Kevin Steinhauser as our full-time production manager here. Kevin comes from AS 220, where he was formerly the production manager. He'll be overseeing all aspects of show production to meet the needs of the tours and produce quality sound and lighting for each event to exceed the expectations of our guests. We will be continuing to build our team here at the theater in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for more information about job postings in operations, food and beverage, event staff, and more departments, as well as a call for volunteer ushers very soon. All with me still? Cool. So now, what you've all been waiting for, we're excited to kick off our first show announcement with the following upcoming events. First, we have Jim Henson's Labyrinth in concert on October 4th. Guests can watch the full film while a live band plays to the vocals of David Bowie. Next, we have Chaz Palminteri's A Bronx Tale on October 18th. Lone Star on November 16th. Southside Johnny and the Ashbury Jukes on December 7th. You're a fan in the back, love it. And the Irish Tenors A Family Christmas on December 8th. Tickets for these shows will go on sale this Friday, July 19th at 10 a.m. at theparkri.com. Our box office here at the park will also be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday, July 19th for walk-up sales. So in addition, stay tuned for some additional show announcements next week. Thank you again for coming this morning, and I'm happy to open it up for any questions.
What are some of the improvements that you'll be doing just internally, externally? What can we expect it to look like come October here?
Yeah, so I think as Brandon mentioned, and I kind of alluded to, we have a strong team at Spectacle that everyone kind of focuses on different aspects. So we have a strong booking team who's working on bringing some national touring acts here. The operations team, myself along with Ed, making venue improvements, whether it's physical, kind of operational, safety related, things like that. Marketing has been focusing on really promoting those events to get people to buy tickets and get people in the door. And then hopefully, we're planning on creating that great experience so people will want to come back.
How is this partnership working? Did you guys come to them? Did they come to you? How did you all find your way here?
Yeah, so I think it was, a bit of I came in a little bit after the fact, so I don't have all the details, but I think, a little bit of a back and forth. We're very excited to work with Ed and Jeff to get this place back up and running, though, so I'm glad we definitely came to an agreement.
Yeah, we came to each other a couple different times.
The microphone, please.
Yep. We came together a couple times. We had reached out to Ed when he first started to offer our services. He reached out to us after a couple years, and we just felt like it was a good fit for each other and what we want to do. And it's been a really strong partnership, and we expect it to be for a very long time.
Mayor, any
Yes.
help from the city to keep the park sustainable, stable? That's anything that you guys do, any agreement? Mayor Hopkins.
Absolutely. I'll be sitting in the first row. How's that?
That's the extent of it, no financial commitment on the part of the city?
No, we've worked out deals with the Spectacle so that they can use our parking facilities in the back of City Hall. We've put in a row of lights over here with a red carpet painted so that people know to park in the back and walk the red carpet to get to the stage. We've had multiple meetings in my office to basically finalize the agreements between Ed's group and Spectacle Live. So we have our public safety people involved. We've met with our police chief. Our fire chief is here today, Chief Ryan. So anything and everything that we have talked about since the beginning of opening this, the city is going to continue to help and promote every way that we can.
And aside from economically, psychically, what does this mean to the city?
It fills a void. Steve, the first day that I became mayor, I had the city plows, the street sweepers, cleaning up this whole street. Then we met with our economic development team to bring in businesses. Charlie Chin's one of the biggest advocates of this area. We promoted the arts. There's only one vacancy left in this entire area. And when I go around and I talk to the restaurants, all the way over into Knightsville, they tell me they have to hire extra staff the night that there's a show over here. So to me, that's exactly what the plan is. Economic development, a vibrant art center. This is our art district, and that's what we're promoting as a city. And we'll do everything that we can to continue to support this theater.
Any local community group that you're going to be working with?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely want to work with the local community, local nonprofits, things like that. You know, right now, I think we are definitely focused on getting the theater up and running again, reopening, to ensure that sustainable operation, not only for the next few months, but the next several years. But definitely looking to introduce community involvement. Yeah.
Okay. Any long-range plans? Ian, ticked off the number of shows, anything additional?
Yeah, so number of shows. You know, I think we're booking to have a steady fall and winter until the end of the year, and then continue that into 2025 and really ramp up our schedule. So we're looking forward to having a full schedule ahead.
Yeah, I can add something to
Sure,
that.
yeah.
Steve, yeah, there's also an educational component to this building. We've got Cranston East right across the street. We've talked about bringing in elementary schools for theater groups, summer camps for the kids. These are all things that we're going to add not only the economic value, but the educational component. And I can see us doing maybe radio shows over here, like they have done in Westerly, you know, with the kids from Cranston East. So there's an awful lot that's potential to do. We just have to work together to put it all together.
I was wondering what the website would be, how we would be able to get in touch with this facility.
Yeah, so the website is theparkri.com. So that's where you can find upcoming shows, buy tickets, and find contact info.
Sarah, will the venue be hosting year-round entertainment or just seasonal entertainment?
Yes, year-round entertainment will be held at the venue. As I'm going to steal this line from Brandon, we tend to follow the school calendar for kind of our peak busy times. So, you know, really fall and winter, and then spring. So we will be a little quieter, but year-round, the building will be open. Yep.
Hi, I'm Councilwoman Nicole Renzulli. I'm a citywide councilwoman in Cranston. I just want to thank you so much for being here and taking the opportunity to invest in Cranston and to offer my help to you as a member of the council. If you need anything or that we partner with the mayor, obviously. And economic development is very important to me as I go to restaurants around Creek all the time and speaking to owners. They were super interested in partnering with Park Theater to have, you know, dinner and a show type thing. So if you need any help with that, I just want to offer myself and thank you very much for being here and investing in this community.
Great, thank you so much for being here. Okay.
Well, we want to, first of all, thank you all for coming out today. We appreciate the support and the continued coverage of the success here at the Park Theater. Both Mayor Hawkins, myself, and Sarah will be available for a few minutes after if anybody has any specific questions. But with that, thank you and have a great day.
Welcome aboard. My office is right there if you need to go run and hide for a little bit.